basically a movie star. Bye, Felicia.
Bonjour guys, it's Charlie and today I'm joined by Tasha, all the way from across the ocean.
Yeah.
And today we are going to be talking about breakups. If you are going through a breakup at the moment, then here are some tips and advice on how to deal with it.
The do's and don'ts.
The do's and don'ts of breakups. Because we've both been through breakups.
Shall we get started?
Let's do it. I don't know which way it swipes.
So, whether or not you've broken up with your partner or your partner's broken up with you, one of the main rules, like number one, is do not get in contact with them. Avoid calling or texting because it's just going to make the process longer and more painful.
Yeah. If you know you're not going to get back with them, but generally I feel like there's no point in trying to be friends straight away. I've never seen a case where that has worked. I might be wrong.
Another thing is avoid seeing them. Take some time to yourself though, like I wouldn't force yourself to be in a situation where it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but don't try and divide your friends. Don't be like, it's their side or my side, you've got to choose. Don't do that.
No, just be the bigger person.
Yeah.
You gotta be the bigger person. If you are gonna see them, try and make it like not just the two of you alone, because that can be either end really badly in the sense you fight or end really badly in the sense that you do something stupid. So
break up sex.
I think the best thing to do is do it in a public place. Like if he needs to give you your stuff back or she needs to like tell you why she broke up with you, then you need to do it in a public place where you're not going to tear each other's throats out.
Don't do anything dramatic. Don't dye your hair. Don't get a tattoo. Don't shave your head.
Let's not do that. It's been 2 hours. Avoid alcohol because the second you start drinking, you're gonna be drowning your sorrows, which is never a good thing.
You're never actually gonna solve the problem. It's just gonna put it off.
Or it's actually gonna make it worse because you're gonna try and call them or text them and sex.
Oh, I thought you said sex. I was like, none of them say sex. Rely on your friends or your close family or people that you're close to talk to them and kind of let it all out and have a nice cry on their shoulder. But someone who's also not going to judge you.
You don't necessarily want advice.
Right.
You just want some sympathy, someone that's going to hold you and tell you that everything's going to be okay. I don't think you should throw anything out. So if you've got things from your partner, like gifts or things that remind you of them, I don't want to throw them away. I want to put them in a box and put them safely hidden away because it's memories and you do want to look back on it in 5 years' time and just go, oh.
Yeah, I get that. Personally, I wouldn't keep the stuff. So like if they cheated on me, I wouldn't want to keep reminders of them. I'd be like, it is over. I don't want to remember this. But at the same time, I feel like that might be too drastic and then I'll regret it in the future and I'm like, oh, I wish I could look back on that time. So there is two sides to it.
Just don't set their houses on fire or anything.
I mean, the other thing is, I never gave anything back.
I think joy would be the thing that I'd hand on as a gift to someone else.
What, like someone's got you something for Valentine's Day and then you like, oh yeah, to your best friend, like, oh here, you have this. No.
I wouldn't go it to my best friend, I go to my sister or something. But social media is also a very big thing because usually when you become in a relationship you want to be flashy and post it all over Facebook or Instagram and be like, I'm in a relationship, which is never a very good idea. One of the things you shouldn't do is be very public about your breakup. Don't post things on Facebook that you're going to later regret. Don't post quotes about breakups. Don't post sad stories or how much you hate them.
Yeah. If you're the one that's broken up with them, you do not need to feel guilty. And if they're trying to make you feel guilty or they're trying to guilt you back into the relationship, then that's not right either and you maybe shouldn't be with them. If they start making threats, maybe tell someone that's close to them, but don't try and solve that yourself. Or maybe if they're making threats to harm themselves, then it's definitely worth telling someone close to them. But again, you can't solve it yourself.
Yeah, it's not your responsibility anymore.
And if anything did happen, and I hate to think that this would, but it is not your fault. Definitely not your fault.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It does take time to heal, so it's okay to want to have a good cry and sob in front of some really sad movies or sad songs. It's okay to mourn the breakup, but there is a point where you have to then come out of that and come back to real life and be like, I'm going to deal with this.
And that's why I think you should take time to either travel, if you can't necessarily travel because of expenses or because of your job or school, then even like read a book for a couple of hours and just escape reality for a little bit. At the end of the day, breakups happen and sometimes it's for the best because we're not all meant to be together.
Yeah, and things will work out in the end. You're going to get through it and that person is going to get through it if you've broken up with someone else. Oh, And retail therapy. If you have the money, go splash some cash. New clothes always make me feel better.
Where do you think I got that coat from?
Yeah.
And that's all the advice we have for you today.
Yeah. I feel like there are more things you can do, and if there are, you know, for helping people to go through breakups, post them down in the comment box down below. So guys, that's what we have for you today. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up.
Follow me on social media.
Her links are in the description box down below. Go over to my channel and hit the subscribe button as well. And hit the notifications button.
Subscribe.
And I'll see you guys next Sunday for another video. Bye!
Bye! I'll just stand here and look pretty.